This indicator feels like cheating. It automatically displays buy-side and sell-side liquidity on our charts. And all we have to do is wait for price to trade through it and then enter if a setup presents itself. If you want to simplify your trading, then this indicator is for you. In this video, we'll explain exactly how this indicator works and how you can use it to improve your trading. First things first, we're going to go to tradingview.com. Once we're there, we're going to click on indicators, then type in buy side and sell side liquidity. Make sure it's by LuxAlgo. And remember, if you want to get the full version of LuxAlgo, you can sign up using the link in the video description below. You'll also get a discount. Alright, so if you've made it to this video, that most likely means you know what buy side and sell side liquidity means. But for the ones that aren't familiar, here's a brief explanation of what these levels represent. Buy side liquidity represents a level on the chart where short sellers will likely have stop loss orders placed. Sell side liquidity represents the opposite. It is a level on our chart where long bias traders will likely have their stop losses. These levels are our points of interest. Once they have been traded through, that's when you want to look for a potential trading setup to form. Click on the settings for the indicator. Here you can change the mode from present to historical and bring the numbers of visible levels up. You can see how often price gives a reaction after these levels are tagged. And this works in any market. The indicator will also display green and red zones as the levels are traded through. It is common that as price trades through liquidity levels, price may reverse and head in the opposite direction. However, if any of these zones are broken, it can be a sign to the market that continuation of the trend is ahead. Liquidity voids are also a feature in the settings of the indicator that show rapid expansion when price jumps from one level to another. Now you may notice that it also marks out our regular fair value gaps, but there's a difference between these FVGs and liquidity voids. It is the speed and the range that differentiates a liquidity void from a fair value gap. Liquidity voids cover more range faster than a fair value gap. You'll definitely notice the difference here between these two. But you may ask yourself, how is this used? Basically, these are a magnet that attracts price towards it. It's used just like the liquidity levels as a draw on liquidity. If you want to adjust or fine-tune the liquidity detection, then you may play around and see what works best for you. Honestly, the default settings worked just fine, but with everything in trading, you can always tweak it to fit your trading style. So to finish it off, we can go over an example of a trade setup that you can take by using this indicator. In front of us is the gold chart, and currently we can see it's in a downtrend. In a downtrend, we're typically looking for shorts. We want to wait for buy-side liquidity to be purged before we look for that potential short setup. While I am using a 5-minute time frame for this example, there is no perfect time frame for this. It can be applied to any. So notice that sell-side liquidity has been taken out. What's next? A move up to the buy-side liquidity. Now it's important that you wait for a swing low to be created after it takes out buy-side liquidity. Then, look for a break of that low with displacement, and you'll see that it's a displacement when it creates a fair value gap. Now select your Fibonacci retracement tool and only turn on the 0.5 level. Pull your fib from high to low, and ideally the fair value gap should be near or above that 0.5 level, which is the premium area. Then we can set a sell limit order in that area with our stop just above the fair value gap or above the swing high. Then look to the left and identify if there's a swing low that we can target. Luckily for us, there is. So we target that low and we'll see how it plays out. Then our take profits hit, and that is how you use this indicator. Hopefully I explained this well for you all enough. Feel free in the comments to correct me, give any feedback, etc. Make sure you like and subscribe. And if you dig LuxAlgo like I do, sign up using the link in the video description below.